would end up with an account on Hedera, and every transaction would flow through Hedera. So it's a combination of the Hedera consensus service as well as the tokenization service, and it would end up being many millions of transactions per day at scale. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal for Hedera. It's a big deal for the industry, and we're excited to see that FEDNOW had the position that they're confident enough in the company at Drop and in Hedera that they decided to go ahead and make an announcement.
Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and that was Mance Harmon in the intro. He's the co-founder of Hedera, and he's talking about Drop because they were listed as a FEDNOW service provider featured in the showcase section on the FEDNOW website. In the showcase section, there are 12 pages with 108 service providers identified. Drop is built on Hedera. The token is HBAR. And in this use case, it's all about payments. And they're focusing on the small micropayments with a digital wallet. Lunar Crush posted on X that for the second time in a row this week, Hedera Hashgraph has hit the alt rank #1 out of the top, listen to this, 4,480 coins across the market. This alt rank is based on a relative combined social and market activity. Price is up 14%, and with 9,947,371 social engagements over the past 24 hours. Here you see the top 36 by market cap, and at the time of this recording, HBAR is up a little over 14% on the 24-hour. A crypto asset making the strongest moves in the top listings. In this video, we're going to take a look at what Elon Musk is up to in many corners of the world. Also, a capitulation by the SEC. Yeah, it is very interesting. And a big surprise coming from Ripple. There is an initiative that, wow, I tell you, it was kind of shocking. And to take you out today is David Schwartz in a podcast that was uploaded just a couple of days ago. There are some questions that he has with two community members. Scott Branson had a lot of great comments to make, so I just took some clips out for you to enjoy. I'll put a link to it in the description below if you want to hear in its entirety. You're going to hear questions like, what do we do to attract builders to the XRP ledger? And David talks about this chicken and egg problem where sometimes you have an idea, but you don't have a developer. And then you have developers that have the idea, but they don't have the working capital. And also, what are the community resources? And if you want to save some money, there is a discount code, 25% off for the up and coming Apex event that's in the Netherlands in September. Mr. Musk is in Japan right now, and this is some video that he took and uploaded on X where he's at the Summer Sonic Music Festival. And I have to tell you that this went a little viral in Japan with his getting up on stage and blocking the view. It wasn't that popular. And we've learned that it appears he's going to do away with the blocking function on the X platform. I'm going to miss that a lot. And his priorities might be a little out of whack. He needs to come up with a solution for these impersonators, which are very often imposters trying to take your money. This is just a few of the ones that I have right now, and new ones pop up daily. In a document filed today, the SEC is now accepting that the digital assets are not inherently securities. In fact, they go on to say that they're nothing but computer code with no inherent value. How about them oranges? Today, Daniel of Casino Coin found a German YouTuber who was playing around with finding subdomains and stumbled on a demo site of ripples for CBDCs. There are two things that caught my eye. First, you see that the DEX is going to be part of the CBDC platforms. They have the automated market maker that provides the offers, trust sets, and token functionality. And also, this particular site is available in English and in Japanese. Now, here is something that was totally unexpected. Cryptonwriter found that there is a proposal called the XLS 45D where oracles are going to come on to the XRP ledger. This enables the integration of external data and real-world events onto the ledger. And that could be in the way of market prices, exchange rates, interest rates, even something like weather. Providing off-chain data or information to a decentralized app is really something that is very similar to what we see with Flare networks. Cryptonwriter points out that this really can completely change the way the XRP ledger and the automated market maker design ends up. I'm talking like a huge upgrade in the future. Wow, this is DeFi supercharged. To finish this video off, let's get into that podcast with David Schwartz. Until next time, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.
What about the importance of events like Apex or hackathons? Are those critical community building?
Yeah, I mean, having been to several Apexes now, a few Apexes now, I guess there's only been 3 of them, but it's a great opportunity for people to get together to actually be able to network with one another. One of the priorities, kind of that the XRP Ledger Foundation emphasizes is how can we connect different projects, right? How can we get different people to utilize the code, the technology, whatever it is, right, that other projects are building on. Zum Wallet being a great example, or Bitfrost Connect, Bitfrost Wallet rather, that 2O Labs puts out, right? If other projects can link into those, it can really expedite their development timeline because they've already got a functional wallet. They don't have to reinvent the wheel kind of thing. And there's so many different, I think, examples of that in this space, and having the opportunity to network really just brings a lot more energy, a lot more clarity to what people are working on, and also those opportunities for collaboration, working efficiently, and saving time. Just beyond that, it's a blast too. Those events are really a lot of fun. It can be kind of stressful doing things like running infrastructure on a decentralized network. There's 34 validators. You've got to have the vast majority of them online, so it's nice to be able to have some time to unwind and get support, as well as, engage in the more business side of things.
I've seen a bit of a chicken and egg problem sometimes, where developers are interested in working in a particular technology, but they either don't have good ideas of what to build, or they don't have financial support. And then there's people who have ideas or who have money, and then they can't find developers who are familiar with the technology. Is that a kind of problem that things like grants or accelerators or matchmaking, what kind of techniques can help with that?
On my side, I really lean towards the matchmaking. I mean, there's certainly grants and accelerators and opportunities like that. Accelerators can be incredibly useful for people needing to get coding quickly. But really, if I may kind of broadly stereotype, right, there's somewhat of a personality difference, for example, between a typical venture capitalist or an entrepreneur and someone who's completely dedicated to developing, right, a C++ coder or someone like that. Being able to bring those personalities together, I think, is one of the most potent things that we can really do to help foster a really strong, resilient, diverse ecosystem that has projects that really have the support that they need. At the end of the day, I've seen quite a few projects get grants, and I've seen many of them benefit enormously from those grants and bootstrap amazing, amazing work off of them. But at the same time, a grant alone, like David, used the phrase sticky community, a grant doesn't bring a sticky community, right? It's just one element that might draw somebody in the door. For folks that aren't necessarily seasoned developers, there's a lot of other resources as well. There's tons and tons of community resources where people can actually engage face-to-face, ask questions. Discord is one, for example. Ripple runs a Discord. The XRP Ledger Foundation, for example, Daniel, one of our employees, is very, very active in providing support, within the Discord there. And There's other similar forums. There's a lot of people on Twitter, Reddit, other kind of similar communities there. Also on xrpl.org for folks that are a little bit less, on kind of the developer end of things, and for developers as well. There's reflection blogs highlighting different projects, on a routine basis. There's also a job board on the website there, and a bunch of other useful things for community members to get engaged with. We have a community ambassador program as well that the foundation runs, so you can get connected with that. We need to update that webpage on xrpl.org. But if you want to engage with those ambassadors, potentially become an ambassador, they're a really good resource for, kind of the foundation's vision behind the ambassador program is, how can we have faces and points of contact if an enterprise or business wants to start building on the XRP ledger, where they can just get in touch with a face and start getting the resources that they need quickly.
And so that's September 6th through the 8th at the Leonardo Royal Hotel in Amsterdam. I know all three of us are going to be there in person. Scott, what are you excited about?
What am I not excited about? I'm really, really stoked. I mean, honestly, I just love learning about all the different projects. I love hearing about what everyone's working on. For me, it's really, really exciting to kind of have that opportunity to be able to introduce more people to each other and, help them benefit from one another's projects. So I guess really I'm most excited to see what everyone's been working on, but also too, to just spend time with the community as well.
Yeah, I'm really excited. 2 jam-packed days of XRP Ledger-related sessions. It's going to be super exciting. We have a special offer for our listeners, a 25% discount on Apex registration. Just go to apexdevsummit.com, apexdevsummit.com, and enter the promo code BlockStars25, all lowercase, no spaces, at checkout.
My biggest prediction or hope, however you want to phrase it, is that people forget about blockchain and the XRP ledger. It's not discussed. It's not part of everyday life. It's not something that people are trying to wrap their heads around, right? We've gotten to a point where nobody cares at all how a cell phone works. All they care about is, can they look up things on the cell phone? Can they text people? Can they make phone calls? You don't need to have really in-depth technical knowledge. And I'm hoping as we move forward and more businesses and enterprises and universities for that matter continue adopting and researching and engaging with the technology, that we really get to a place where it's seamless in people's lives, whether that's moving money across borders or within borders, having NFTs that represent different assets, whatever that may be. People don't need to necessarily know they're using the XRP ledger or any blockchain for that matter to benefit from the increased security, the resilience, all those other benefits that really, really come with it. So my hope is that a lot of the conversations, and my prediction is a lot of the conversations, we're having today about how is this going to get adopted, what's going to happen moving forward are going to be largely irrelevant, hopefully here in just a very short period of time too. It really has been, in my opinion, since I got into this, in 2012, 2013, there's been a monstrous shift, in terms of enterprises very quietly engaging with the technology and doing it in a way, that it's very professional and beneficial to them personally rather than being, kind of a smoke and mirrors show.